What if you could learn a new professional skill in half the time it normally takes? Imagine mastering AI tools faster than your colleagues, understanding new software without feeling overwhelmed, adapting to workplace changes with confidence instead of stress. This isn't about having a higher IQ. It's not about having a better memory. And it's definitely not about spending 12 hours a day studying. The secret is learning more efficiently. Today's workplace rewards people who can adapt quickly. Artificial intelligence is changing industries. Remote work is evolving. Businesses are adopting new technologies every year. The professionals who continue growing aren't necessarily the smartest people in the room. They're the fastest learners. So today, I'm going to walk you through a practical speed learning protocol that will help you learn faster, remember more, and apply your knowledge with confidence. Let's begin by changing one common misconception. Many people believe learning is simply reading more books or watching more online courses. But consuming information isn't the same as learning. Real learning happens when knowledge changes how you think, how you work, and how you solve problems. That's why your first step should always be defining a clear learning goal. Don't say, "I want to learn artificial intelligence." Instead, say, "I want to learn how to use AI to reduce my weekly reporting time by 50%. Notice the difference? The second goal has purpose. Purpose improves focus. Focus improves learning. The next step is something most people skip completely. Preview the material before diving into it. Whether it's a course, a book, or a training video, spend a few minutes looking at the headings, summaries, diagrams, and key concepts. Your brain loves patterns. When you understand the overall structure first, every new piece of information has somewhere to fit. After that comes active learning. This is where real progress begins. Don't just watch. Pause the video. Take notes. Ask yourself questions. Summarize what you've learned in your own words. The more actively you engage with information, the more likely you are to remember it. Now, let's talk about one of the biggest mistakes professionals make: trying to learn everything at once. Imagine trying to drink water from a fire hose. That's what information overload feels like. Instead, break large topics into smaller pieces. If you're learning business analytics, don't try to master everything in one weekend. Spend one session understanding data, another session exploring key performance indicators, then dashboards, then visualization. Small, focused learning sessions consistently outperform marathon study sessions. Another technique that dramatically improves memory is spaced repetition. Most people review something once and expect to remember it forever. Unfortunately, our brains don't work that way. Instead, review information after 1 day, then again after 3 days, then 1 week later, then 1 month later. Each review strengthens the memory until it becomes much easier to recall. Let's move on to application. This may be the most important step in the entire protocol. Learning without application disappears surprisingly quickly. If you've learned a new AI prompt, use it today. If you've studied communication techniques, practice them in your next meeting. If you've learned data analysis, analyze a real spreadsheet. Knowledge becomes skill only when it's used. Another powerful strategy is teaching. People often think you need to become an expert before teaching others. Actually, teaching is one of the fastest ways to become an expert. When you explain a concept, your brain identifies gaps in your understanding. You simplify complicated ideas. You strengthen long-term memory. Whether you're mentoring a colleague, writing a blog, or posting on LinkedIn, teaching reinforces learning. Let's also discuss distractions. Many professionals believe they're multitasking. In reality, they're constantly interrupting themselves, checking notifications, reading emails, scrolling social media, then trying to study again. Every interruption forces your brain to refocus. That wastes valuable mental energy. Create distraction-free learning sessions. Even 30 focused minutes can outperform 2 distracted hours. Now, let's talk about consistency. Motivation is wonderful, but motivation comes and goes. Systems remain. Instead of waiting until you feel inspired, create a daily learning habit. 20 or 30 minutes every day creates remarkable results over time. Remember, careers aren't transformed overnight. They're transformed through consistent daily improvement. Here's another strategy successful learners use. Multiple learning formats. Read books, watch videos, listen to podcasts, complete projects, join discussions, teach others. Every format strengthens your understanding from a different perspective. One topic, multiple ways of learning it. That's incredibly effective. Now, let's discuss artificial intelligence. Many people wonder whether AI makes learning easier. The answer is yes, if you use it correctly. AI can explain difficult concepts, create quizzes, summarize information, generate examples, provide feedback, help brainstorm ideas. But remember something important. AI should support your thinking, not replace it. Always question. Always verify. Always think critically. Technology is most powerful when it enhances human intelligence. Another habit of successful learners is tracking progress. Keep a learning journal. Write down what you've learned, what challenged you, what skills you've developed, what projects you've completed. Progress becomes motivating when you can actually see it. Let's imagine two professionals. Both dedicate 30 minutes each day to learning. One watches random videos without a plan. The other follows a structured speed learning protocol. Clear goals, active learning, spaced repetition, immediate application, regular review. After 1 year, both spent roughly the same amount of time learning. But the second professional gained far more practical skill. Because strategy always beats randomness. The future belongs to professionals who can adapt quickly. New technologies will continue appearing. Industries will continue evolving. The question isn't whether change is coming. The question is whether you'll be ready. Learning faster doesn't simply help you get promoted. It helps you stay relevant, confident, adaptable, and valuable throughout your entire career. Because the greatest career advantage isn't knowing everything. It's knowing how to learn anything. If you found this video helpful, subscribe for more practical advice on AI, remote work, career growth, digital skills, and lifelong learning. Every week, we share actionable strategies to help you stay competitive in today's rapidly changing workplace. Now I'd love to hear from you. What's one learning habit that has helped you master new skills faster? Share your experience in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.